Hello and welcome to the Play World Cup. My name is James.
And I'm Jason.
And we are bringing you StarCraft action from Week 5 of the Play World Cup. Right now we have the Casters versus 2K team number 1. And here on the right hand side we have Dell.
It's paused. What's going on?
Here we go. Oh, now it's fast. Okay, now we're good. Now we're good. Here on the right hand side we have Dell as the Teal Terran. And up top we have... Wait, it's BenAD as the Purple Protoss. The chat was blocking his name for me.
Ah, scumbag chat.
Damn chat.
Damn chat. You didn't just think to move the screen around a little bit?
Hey man, I'm not a mover. I'm not a mover or a shaker.
Oh wow. You a lover or a fighter?
I think I might be a Buffalo Soldier.
I guess we better do the introductions for the opponents for 2K Team 1. That will be us guys, those jerks. Over on the left-hand side of the map, we have myself, Mcrat, playing as the blue Zerg, and my partner in crime will be you, Dogarms, playing as the green Zerg. So, double Zerg versus Protoss and Terran.
That's right.
This is currently game number 2, and we are playing on Lunar Colony 5. And 2K team number 1 took out the first game. So pressure is on you and I to make something happen this game so we can not bow out 2-0.
That is correct. And as the only double Zerg team in this competition, I believe.
Yep.
We come with a number of disadvantages, I feel.
Explain them.
Well, for starters, we can never wall, which is what 2K team number 2 are doing right now.
Yeah, that's true. I do love a good wall.
Yeah. As a long-time Zerg suffering player, I've never been able to wall, ever. It's always been... Well, technically you can wall, but you just got to throw up a bunch of evolution chambers and stuff that you actually don't really want to die.
Yeah, it's a much later wall as well.
Yeah. Also, comes with the unfortunate side effect of losing your battle because you make yourself a choke point. So you kind of do want to wall for the safety aspects, but you kind of don't because then you will die.
Yeah, wide open spaces are really a Zerg's best friend, so narrowing that up at all is not really going to work in your favor.
Not exactly, but I still wish it would.
Yeah, and as a double Zerg team, I feel that we haven't double six-pooled anywhere near enough in this competition.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there. We have not double six-pooled hardly at all. I remember in the Week 1 or Week 2 games, we did attempt a fairly early aggression and we got shut down big time.
Yep, and then we never repeated that mistake.
Nope, we kind of had that, hey, are you building a roach warren next to my base?
Yeah, I think you'll find I am.
Son of a bitch.
I believe that was done to try and be, that was me thinking I'm going to be really smart so that if they scan my base, they won't see a roach warren. But I didn't really think it through in that if they scan your base, they'll see a roach warren. So either way, they know there will be roaches if a scan goes down.
Yeah, that's true. And I guess also when they see roaches, they'll know there are roaches.
That is the big tipping point. But yeah, that was about as well thought as I could muster up in hiding my tech.
True, yeah. Well, there's not a lot to hide, in a double Zerg team.
No.
Sort of what you see is what you get.
Yeah. And what we're going to get at the moment looks to be a whole bunch of speedlings coming from you. No speedlings from me, but some roaches. And then you've also got a baneling nest coming up. So could we potentially be seeing baneling bust on this wall, perhaps?
Very possibly. And for those of you playing the what time did James press the production tab button at home, the correct answer was 5 minutes 15.
Oh.
That's 5 minutes 15 for your pool.
I believe that was Susie from Tarragindi who came in with that answer this week. So
good work,
congratulations,
Susie. She gets the meat tray.
Thanks for watching. Beautiful meat tray.
It is. It is very good. Although, we should have refrigerated it probably.
What's that, sorry?
I said we probably should have refrigerated it.
Yeah, we probably should have. That is a good point.
It's getting a bit Walking Dead over here with the meat tray at the moment.
I just had mocking coming from the couch on this side of the house. So apparently our jokes are falling flat for the live audience.
Ah, come on, man.
Come on.
This is, you know, it's early days yet. We've got 8 games to cast tonight, including this one. So it's all downhill from here, is it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Ah, damn it.
Better than this.
Yeah, that's right. This is going to be champagne comedy compared to what comes in Game 8.
This is gold, Jerry, gold. But we do see 2K Games are bolstering that wall with some bunkers, so they're prepared for this bust, or trying to get prepared, but supply depots are down. Oh, and up in time. So here we have those banelings. Wow, nice. Oh, very nice force fields there by BenAD, really stopping those banelings from getting anywhere near that wall.
Yeah, just nothing happening here. Baneling's trying to get in as the wall goes down, but to no avail. So we are fresh out of Banelings right now. We're going to have to retreat a little and work up some more gas to get more Banelings on the field. Yeah, in the meantime, though, I'm going to take this opportunity to run away.
and here I come. Or do I?
And I'm going to expand.
Which is probably a good move. Our initial pressure did not really do much pressure at all.
Nope.
But it has done a good job, I suppose, of at least keeping 2K Games in their base. So if we can expand behind this and keep them trapped in their base, that's going to put us in a pretty good position. And I've also got a drone now going down to take that gold base at the 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock position.
Yeah, it looks like about 7:30.
Yeah, 7 or 8, somewhere in there.
All right. So at the moment, the base count is 1 base each for BenAD and XL. 1 base Dogarms plus 1 other base plus 2 base. So we're actually 2 bases up in total at the moment. But having said that, we are, I think, vulnerable and behind in active forces. Oh, actually, it's pretty level.
Our harvesters, though, we are not keeping up in harvesters. So even though our bases aren't sort of up and running yet either, we have expanded, but our harvesters are much, much lower than the economy of 2K. So really need to get those drones pumping so we can catch up here.
Yeah, there's going to be a few rounds of lava spent here, pretty much on drones only, if we know what's good for us.
Yep.
In the meantime, Dell, did I say XL before?
Potentially.
I BenAD and Dell, not XL, now is warping in an orbital. He has a command center ready to float off to his second, so I'm going to imagine that pretty soon these guys are going to want to come down this ramp and secure off their natural, which is this kind of base that we're pretty much in at the moment. Another scan goes off there, so they definitely want to know what we're doing and whether it's safe for them to come down or not.
And down the bottom of the map, BenAD has seen my expansion, mainly due to Dell having a Marine on that watchtower. So in very, very full vision of that base going up, and has just warped a couple of zealots to help take out this base, but thankfully Zerglings to the rescue, so they should be able to save this base from going down.
Yeah, they're not focus firing down anyway, so that is well and truly safe. And a couple of pylons here as well.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing if those Zerglings come and touch that tower to clear out that Marine, or if we just leave Dell there to have full vision of what's going on.
Where is this tower you speak of? Ah, back there. I see it. I gotcha. Nope, looks like we're just going to leave that well alone at the moment.
Yeah, we'll leave that alone, and the pylon. And so Ben is expecting that lower ground pylon to disappear, which it will now, but warping in that high ground pylon, so he'll still be able to warp in units onto the low ground once those Zerglings move away.
So it looks like we've caught up in terms of harvester count now. We're looking at 29-30 for our team versus 34-27 for the other team, so more or less roughly the same now. Yeah,
and now we're in a good spot here because we've stopped them from expanding still, and now both of our expansions are getting up and running, so maybe things are looking up for us.
I've totally got a changeling in their base, in that big ball of Marines.
Very, very nice.
I forgot about that. That's awesome.
Go me.
I've been using changelings more and more lately, and got to say they're really useful if you can hide them well.
Yeah.
One thing I've discovered as well is that with buildings that, you know, production facilities, you can kind of sometimes sneak a changeling into the top part and sort of hide it and obscure it with the building. And then just hold position it there, and it will more or less stay alive unless they specifically target it down.
Yep. I think you can also get changelings to... Can you issue them a follow command so that they get sort of bound to a unit. So that
oh
they
yeah,
follow
definitely.
Them. Yeah,
definitely.
And so we've got a little skirmish going on in the middle of the map. Some infestors throwing fungals down on those blink stalkers, but
the little argy-bargy. We're gonna have to be careful here, though. There's a lot of banelings down here, but we're gonna want them to hit the marines and possibly marauders. Definitely not these stalkers, otherwise they're gonna go to waste big time.
Yeah, and not the marauders either. Marauders love banelings. They eat them up for dinner.
Yes, and we what's the stalker count here? There's about let me see, maths, 13 stalkers, so not a massive force, but it is still fairly significant.
Yeah, well, at the army tab, you can see that we're starting to fall behind in terms of our active forces. So the longer we leave this, I think the worse it's going to get, unless we can get some really nice hits with the fungals and banelings. If we can maybe fungal the marines, keep them trapped, and then roll those baneling ins, we'll be in a really good spot. But for now, it looks like 2K are about to hit the gold expansion, and it is not staying up this time at all.
No siree, and we are not even going to contest that one. We
Nope.
that sucker is dead, and we are just going to let it be dead.
You are on your own, and we have retreated to the safety of our base, now in fear of your expansion going down.
And in fact,
that could have been because of a drop.
Yeah, there was a little drop there up the top, just cleaned up, but I think it actually did a little bit of harvester damage here.
Yeah, both you and I have lost a few harvesters. You in that drop and me to that gold base. So now we're both behind in harvesters and army counts.
Boo!
It's not the ideal situation we want to place ourselves in.
We have to be careful here as well, because we're seeing them kind
of
dance back and forth here.
Although those marines are getting very close to those banelings, but nope, chasing them away.
Using the long grass there is actually not a bad idea from time to time too. You can if you can bait marines into the long grass, that's baneling heaven.
And we might be able to bait these marines into the banelings with the fungals on the stalk, on the investors.
Yes.
Good fungals going off. A lot of marines going down.
Did lose a lot of, as you said, banelings on those marauders though. A little bit more than what I thought we were going to.
Yeah, and now there are too many stalkers and not enough roach to win this fight.
In terms of the upgrade count as well, your roaches are +2 in attack, and the stalkers are +1 in attack. So you do have a slight upgrade edge there, but it's just sheer numbers at this point.
And especially because those stalkers have blink, it doesn't really leave you much option to run away, because they are definitely going to be catching you.
Yeah, meanwhile, our macro is really slipping here. We're both at 22. I think we're both focused on trying to make that attack work a little too much, and not in the actual getting of the resources part of the game.
No, I'm still sitting here quite smugly on one base, 18 minutes into the game, which isn't the position you want to put yourself in.
No, well, you were quite ambitious with that gold for a little while, but you can get punished big time.
Especially when you don't tag the watchtower and let them have it forever.
Alright, so what have we got now? Let's do a little bit of a roundup here. We got the stalkers in the middle. We've got Dell now massing marines and marauders again. We've got more stalkers being warped in at their entrance. They've secured a wall at the natural, so now they've both got second bases up and running.
Both quite safe behind those walls.
Mules are plenty here from Dell as well, and you're also about to lose an overlord to a missile turret being built directly underneath it at the, what's that, about 5 o'clock?
Yeah.
Unfortunate, we lose that vision, but I guess at least we know that base is definitely there.
Yeah, and I know there's a missile turret there also.
Looks like my lings are running around. I'm not exactly sure where they're going.
Just doing a drive-by.
Yeah, I guess so.
This was more of a situation where your lings drove by people with guns and just let the people with guns shoot at your car for some reason.
Ah, like a reverse drive-by.
Yeah.
Person drives by and then gets shot.
Not a drive-by in reverse. That would be hilarious. And very slow.
Yeah, real slow.
But now it looks like Dell is going to once again drop your base, but we do have infestors here. Might be able to get some nice fungals and infested Terrans.
Oh, there's one.
Work out the micro.
There's one down. Two down. Is there another fungal? Yep, another fungal. These are very, very low. In fact, only one escape there. The other is completely toast and is very low on health right now. It's at 30 at 150. In the middle, though, we've got a little bit of aggression here, just a little poke back and forward. There's an SCV running around for some reason from Dell. Not exactly sure what... maybe that's a misrally or something, but he's contributing to the war effort, that's for sure.
And it looks like this medevac and Marine from the drop are going to go down. There goes the Marine. Here comes the infested Terrans to get...
Even without the speed boost, they can still outrun them.
That is so painfully slow, and I'm just letting it get away.
Speaking of infestors now, I have been kind of trying out infestors on Heart of the Swarm in 1 vs 1, and they are significantly nerfed now with that fungal being a a projectile instead of an instant attack. So it kind of shoots out from the infestor rather than just lands on it instantly. For those of you who haven't had a chance to be attacked by infestors or attack with them yet, it's
that's true. Actually, I think I've played maybe 40 games of Heart of the Swarm. Yeah, I don't think I've been hit by infestors once yet. Yeah,
they're definitely not the go-to unit at the moment, that's for sure. In the meantime, though, we've got a Nidus Worm now bursting out of the ground. And a lot of Lings coming out now to disrupt this base. Actually going to get quite a few kills here.
Yeah, BenAD trying to fight with his probes, but against that many Lings, it's not going to be the best idea. But now, yeah, 2K is starting to get a big enough force up to deal with those Lings, so probably a pretty good move to sort of get in, do some damage, and get out without sacrificing any of your army.
Lings frantically running in and going back out, doing the U-turn.
Yep.
I call that the SimCity U-turn.
Up the top of the map, it looks like I was trying to do a bit of a poke while their army was busy with your Lings. That did not work.
Yeah, it looks like those infestors are going to have to run away to fight another day, but the Stalkers are Blink Stalkers, so they're continually catching up, although a Blink? That was just kind of a blink away.
Yeah.
And in the middle here, we've got a lot of units rallying to the front here. This could be actually quite a deadly push here, if they can time it right. Yeah, though I do have a lot of burrowed Banelings up the front here, so... I wonder if we can bait them in here. Are they going to fall?
Oh, so satisfying.
Massive hit. That was absolutely huge. So got quite lucky there, in fact.
A lot of units there. And yeah, that actually has put Dell behind us in terms of army count. But, regrettably for us, BenAD still with a ton of Stalkers and now a ton of Storms.
Yeah, those Storms did a massive amount of damage. He, in fact, had 7 Templars there, which was more than enough to deal with this force that we sent in.
Yeah, that got cleaned up rather quickly. And that was, an ideal time for us to hit with that Baneling bomb just going off so well. It essentially halved 2K's army, so it was the best time to push. But unfortunately for us, BenAD just has too much forces back home defending. Yeah,
that's just a great defensive maneuver there, being able to actually push those units away from your ramp with Storms. Because either you have to push up blindly into the ramp, or you have to retreat. Or you just get crushed by the Storms. Either way, it's bad.
Either way, it's bad. And I have got 35 minerals remaining in my one mining base with... all my SCVs on that one patch.
Ooh, another Nidus Worm there, but only a couple of Lings managed to get out there, so they're not really going to be able to do too much. Although, they are running off, so the SCVs have run off. You have disrupted mining just a little bit while they have to deal with that.
Oh, run back to the safety of the cannons. That'll do it.
Obviously, my attentions are elsewhere at this point, I think. Though a lot of Lings now streaming back out of the Nidus Worm. This is basically all I have in unit composition at the moment, I think.
I think this is all I have. I might even start long distance mining from your minerals. What a jerk.
Well, at least...
I'd set my 20 drones into your base, because why not?
Yeah, at this point, we really need to get your natural up and running. But they are not going to let us do that. And in fact, my natural at this point looks pretty much toast at this stage too.
I'm throwing my full weight of 2 roaches into this battle, James, but it's just, you're not able to sort of lift and help me here.
Where are these 76 Lings that I apparently have? Oh, here they are.
Melting.
Oh, they're getting
Although those
creamed.
storms, want to be careful with those storms. Okay, BenAD blinking out of it. I was going to say those storms are going to end up doing more damage to him than they are to us, but I honestly think at this point it's not going to matter.
No, definitely not. They've got the numbers. They've got the supply. Oh, we are horribly outsupplied here. I'm at 35. You're at 5.
I'm at 5.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much toast at this point.
And I think it was at this point that I realized that I had my proxy hatch with 22 lava on it. Not hotkeyed.
Ah, that is awesome. I can see it. I've got every single one of those lava rallied.
Although I suppose when it got to the point when I was mining from your base, I don't think I had the minerals to spend them anyway.
Yeah, that is very true.
The GGs go out. GGs all round.
Yep, so good game. So obviously 2K Australia, team number 2 taking this one out 2-0 from us.
Team number 1.
Team number 1. Sorry,
Yeah.
I keep mixing the two teams up. So
They'll never
BenAD
notice.
and Dell
Yeah.
emerge victorious. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next game.
See you then.